Hi there. There's a heat wave in Romania at the moment, so Lidl had the best idea to carry these things on offer for about 8 euros, about the same in dollars also. So let's see, are these fans any good or not? Let's see what we have here. So they are from SilverCrest Portable Fans. Keeps you cool while on the go. Okay, but they do have a base which is removable, and they have an accumulator inside, so they are not battery powered, which is nice when you are on the go. You don't need to buy other batteries, just plug a phone charger in this thingy and it will charge up. The head is tiltable on them, and they have 3 fan speeds, and I hope they don't make too much noise but move a lot of air. We'll see about that in a moment. So it's included a USB-A to Type-C cable. That's actually nice. This is all the info. Obviously a button to switch it on off and control the speed. Doesn't say anything about the capacity of the battery. We'll see if it's reachable, if we can see that somehow or not, because I don't plan to take this apart as long as they are working properly. And the LED power indicator, that little thingy right there. So let's get inside of this box. This will be the first. They have a cheaper version with about 2 euros, same in dollars, cheaper. That runs on batteries, does not have a base. I don't think it's tiltable. So for me that one did not really freaking make any sense. This was pre-opened. My wife did not see that when she bought it. So hopefully it's still in all of its pieces. We still have everything in here and in working order. The base was separated. So now I get it. I was wondering if it has some pogo pins inside of it to make contact and the base stays plugged in. No, this has the port on it, which makes sense because you might have this on the go with you and you want to be able to charge it. And this is just decently heavy, sticky rubber on it, so not easy to move it. Put it here and it just holds it. That's nice. Does not really fit perfectly in here, so it's a bit wobbly, but I don't think it will do anything bad. Maybe in here 5 volt 1 amp for the charging. That's the model, I think. So it's a lithium powered version, 3.7 volts. It doesn't say volts, but I'm 99% sure that this is what they mean. Oh, this is the model actually. So yeah, we don't have any way to see the lithium. This looks like a tiny kind of cover in here, but I don't see a way to easily remove it, so I'm not going to insist. USB Type-C, I love this thing. Obviously this will come off. I'm not going to keep this in here. Motor, from what I can see in here, let me try and bring a bit more light. This looks like a brushless fan motor like we have in computers. So it should be fairly, yeah, you can see right there the little leads of the controller. So that's also the position sensor and also the controller for this thingy. It should be fairly efficient and probably fairly able to move air. Does not make a lot of noise. First speed, I feel it. Another press, second speed, still quiet. Third speed, now it makes a bit of noise and we can really feel it. Let me try and give it something else to push, because this is quite small and its page is quite stiff, so yeah, it's moving air, enough to cool you down, honestly. And for the noise it's making, yeah, it's good. Oh, and it stays in there without any freaking issue whatsoever. And it locks in place in various positions, does not fall even in most extremes, although you will never use it like that. Let's see, other way around. Here it falls, but those are really extremes. You probably will be using it something like this. Okay, and work LED, although probably that doubles as a charge LED. I like this. Feels really well made. Decent weight to it. I can always upgrade the cell in this thing. Open it up. You can see these two right there are covers for screws, and most likely the rest of it is just clipped in place. I can get this thing apart. You can also put in here a strap. I couldn't remember its name. If you want to hold this in your hand and not drop it or lose it. But yeah, overall really nice construction, nice color. They also come in black and yellow, but this I liked the most, and a simple white one. Charging cable for it. I'm going to plug now a charger, not its own cable, doesn't really matter at all. Obviously it will work, but I just want to plug something in to see if the charging, this is also a charging LED. Oh, didn't actually power this on, sorry about that. Yeah, it's also a charging LED. It's red, so it presumably changes color or shuts off when it's finished charging. That's actually cool, and I will also do a test to see for how long this will last with a full charge. Hopefully for a few hours. I will test it on highest speed, because that's what I want to see. All the lower speeds will last even longer, obviously. But yeah, up until now, everything is okay. So let's take a quick look at the manual. All the info that I already gave you, it's right here. This is a simple product, honestly. Does not state the capacity of the battery anywhere. Power consumption 2.5 watts. Okay. 1 amp for the charger itself at 5 volts. So it doesn't do any sort of power delivery or stuff like that. Just warnings in here. Yeah. How to adjust the speed. And yes, when it's fully charged, it's off. While charging, it's red. When it's working, it's blue. And when it's not doing anything, it's also off. You can attach a wrist strap, as I already told you. Yeah, it's quite a simple use scenario for a one-button product. I just wish they stated the battery capacity, but at the end of the day, we are interested more about the runtime of this thing, which we'll be testing. So yeah, let me plug one of these in, or allow this to fully charge at the moment. I think it's on and charging still. Yeah, still charging. Allow this to fully charge, and then give it a test and see for how many hours it actually works. And about the cables, if you want to see any info. Oh, so this is the cable number. Is it? No. They have both the same number on them. I have no freaking clue. Anyway. This USB cable is suitable for blah blah blah. For more models, it seems. Okay, I guess. Anyway, it feels like a good quality cable. Quite thin, but it only needs to be able to take 1 amp at 5 volts. So yeah, no high amperage in here. Length of it, because I didn't show you, it's much longer than you would expect. Presumably it's... come on. Yeah, I think this is a 1 meter cable, honestly. Look at it. I cannot even get all of it in frame, so it's in 2 now. Yeah, it's a 1 meter cable. That's decent. Let me check something. So this is charging now. Still charging. Do you see the red? Is it also working? Nope. It would have been nice for it to be able to also work while charging, because that would mean you could potentially use it docked on your table. Bear in mind, they tell you not to connect this to a laptop or computer. Probably it's not really well filtered inside, and it might be giving some stuff back, and they don't want to fry anything. Oh, but it's actually drawing quite the current. This heated up. I will check its amps in a while. So it's on and it's off. Yeah, it will not charge while running. That's not the greatest, but we'll see for how long it will last. Maybe it literally doesn't matter if it runs for a few hours by itself. If not, again, I'm going to be upgrading the cell in it, but I don't think it's required. So yeah, that's about it. Be back when I have a few tests under the belt and see for how long it can run. As you can hopefully see, although it's flickering, it's charging at exactly 5 watts. So that means 5 volts, 1 amp, exactly what they wrote on the product. So they were fully honest. While the green one is charging, I let my daughters play with this one, and let me show you. So it turns on and begins to flicker, to blink. So that means it doesn't have too much battery left, and it shuts off. So it has an auto shut off feature to not damage the battery. And now this is plugged into a USB charger, way stronger than what we need for this, so it will handle whatever this draws from it. Let me make sure that I give this a reset, create new record. Okay, now we have the capacity in watt hour and in milliamp hour, and we simply plug it into this thing and it will start to record. So we will actually measure its capacity. Obviously this has losses while it's charging, so what we get here, it will be more, maybe 30% more than the real battery capacity, but at least we can get somewhat of a guess of what capacity of cell we have in here. So let me just look. About 3.8 watts. Okay, so it's drawing a little bit less than the other cable was showing. That other cable, it's true that it mostly shows 1 watt above this. Every single time I did test them, that was showing about 1 watt above this. So that kind of is the same here. So we are close to 4 watts on this thing. And yeah, at this point, basically nothing more, nothing less than let this thing charge and see how much went into it. And obviously we have the red LED, which will go off when it finishes charging. And it finished charging. I did not check how long it took it to charge. As you can see, this is showing 1 watt just because there is something connected, and maybe it's just taking a trickle charge or something, or just the cable itself is using that for its own electronics. But this is fully charged, if I could actually get it out, and now we'll be starting to test its runtime. Meanwhile, white one still charging. Let's see how much it's taking. Oh, way less. So it's going down. Okay. So it's filling up basically. Or at least that's what I'm understanding here. So 900 milliamp hours at 5 volts. And 4.5 watt hours at the moment. Okay. Let it continue, and it took 1 hour and 22 minutes up until now. Let it continue and see what's the end result. Let's see. 2 hours and 5 minutes. Still charging. And oh, current way lower, so we are getting closer to finishing this charge. And this thing is full. This is the capacity, so 5.5 watt hours and 1090 milliamp hours at 5 volts. So that means that it probably has a 1200 milliamp hour cell in it or something like that at 3.7 volts. Obviously I'm just guessing, and I'm not going to open them, but with this 5.5 watt hour, considering they say it uses 2.5 watts in an hour, 2.5 watt hour, 2 hours, 5 watt hour, I'm expecting this to run at max speed for about 2 hours. And the charging, I think it took about 2.5 hours or something like that. Honestly, I didn't see exactly when it ended, but I think about 2.5, yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes to be more precise. So yeah, that's about it. This thing for me, it's really nice, looking really nice, good design, 3 speeds. I don't know how I can show you. It's actually moving air decently enough. And on the back of it, but at this angle you hear something, a bit of resonating frequency. If you move it and you here it has it. Presumably it will disappear in time. Many times when the product, the fan is new, it might have a bit of a weird noise, but it disappears in time. But straight does not have it. So yeah, let's see. Now I will do on both of them a runtime test. Tomorrow on this, yeah, we can consider it already ran for 2 minutes since I'm filming or something like that. We will add that to the final time and see what we get. And it's next day, 7:50 in the morning, and I'll be working today under a breeze. So this will go full speed, 1, 2, 3, and this will go half speed, so 1, 2, and let's see how long they last. An hour later, still going just fine. And yeah, I moved them so they blow air onto me while I'm working. 2 hours later, they are still going, and yes, I keep moving them around, that's why you see them changed. And this guy cut off after 2 hours and 15 minutes. It will again power on, but just briefly it will probably flash its LED, as you can see, and will shut off. So 2 hours and 15 minutes, that's what it can do on maximum speed. Let's see this one on medium speed, and low speed I will not test. 3 hours and a half, and this is still going. But this one is making a bit of noise, or the RPM is changing a little bit on it. The other one isn't doing this. Nothing that would bother you, but just wanted you to know. And it's off at about 4 hours. So really nice runtime out of this thingy. Might work just for a bit more, then it will again begin to blink and it's going to shut off. So, oh, started by mistake again. These things are really freaking nice. Let's recharge them and finish the video. Wiggly. And that's about it for this video. These things are fully charged, peeled off the labels, and they came out really nice on both of them. Daughters really like them, already want to play with them, obviously. Overall, really good impression on the materials used. This is really sticky, as you can see. It's going to gather everything that it finds, but that also makes it really sticky to what you put it on. Decently silent, decent power, decent runtime, decent charge time. Yeah, only good things to say about them, but feel free to ask in the comments what happens over the years. And I really like the fact that even the wires are routed inside of this, and it actually has a cover on it. Really hard for you to see it because this bloody thing is right in front of it. Oh, stop. Maybe it stops. No, it stops exactly in front of it. There's a cover in there, so you don't even see the wire. Really nice. That's about it. I like them. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments how they fare over the years. Maybe at one time we end up replacing the battery after many years, who knows. Yeah, you know it. I also bought a yellow one. So I'm this happy with them. And yeah, that's about it for this video. These things are freaking awesome. And yeah, thanks Lidl for bringing these things at an offer, at a decent price. In the summer, they are a no-brainer from my side. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope it helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.